Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at the best decks you can play to climb to Legend in November 2019. The meta is still a little bit stale, it's still very Shaman stony, it's even more Shaman stony than it's ever been before. But there has been an internal shift in the meta, and that shift has been a little bit away from Quest Shaman. But maybe Quest Shaman is still good? Let's take a look at the best decks. First of all, we have a newcomer on the list, and it's the first time a combo deck has been really good in Saviors of Uldum, and it's none other than Holy Rat Paladin. Get the Shirvala, banker it into the deck, Holy Rat face for 25 damage, and this time this deck has been improved a lot by the introduction of Satrovar, the early card we got from Descent of Dragons, because Satrovar Shirvala combo is just so insanely strong. You Satrovar your Shirvala, you have 2 Shirvalas on the board, 1 Shirvala in hand, 1 Shirvala left in the deck, you can still do your combo and you get a lot of board pressure. So this has given the deck another alternative way to win games, because now you can win games with tons of Shirvalas as well. The deck suffers when the opponent can just deal with those and out-heal all your other damage and get tons of armor, like a Quest Druid can. But other than that, those additional Shirvalas just give this a lot more game against something like Quest Shaman, where all that healing is actually able to nullify the amount of burst they have available. Coming in at number 8 is Resurrect Priest, which has been good for some time already. This time slight change to the build. Hakar builds are recommended right now, because there are some Malygos decks around, and there's Holy Rat Paladin around, and Hakar is very good at countering those. So adding that into the mix keeps Resurrect Priest competitive, despite a couple of combo decks appearing in the meta. Overall, the better performing variant of Resurrect Priest on the ladder is this kind of build without the quest, but there are also quest variants around. The main differences are that the one without the quest is much better against Shaman and every sort of aggressive deck, because your mulligan is so much better when you don't keep the quest and you actually find your Mass Hysterias and your early minions on time, whereas the one with the quest is much better against Control Warrior, because the quest variant can just build individual huge minions time and again against Control Warrior, whereas this one without the quest, then Control Warrior might have enough removal to just kill everything. However, the best warrior deck to bring to the ladder at the moment is not Control Warrior, it's Aggro Warrior. It's been a decent option for quite some time already, but the meta is a little bit more favorable for Aggro Warrior at the moment, because Aggro Warrior is pretty good against lots of stuff that has quest in it, because you just go face really quickly. It's pretty good against Holy Rat Paladin, which has made some kind of an appearance. Its weakness against Control Warrior doesn't matter that much, because Control Warrior is not played very much at the moment. And against other very aggressive decks, it's pretty much a 50-50 matchup. So overall, Aggro Warrior is a very solid performer. Coming in at number 6 is Quest Druid. Quest Druid, it's still good. There are multiple variants of the Quest Druid around. There's one with Nomi, there's one with Infinite Elise and Banker combo, and there's one with Malygos, and generally the best performing one is the Nomi build. According to statistics, the best performing Quest Druid decks do not run Satrovar, which is kind of a surprise to me really, because I was playing Quest Druid with Satrovar recently, and I had a really good time with that. Satrovar really is awesome with Khun the Forgotten King. But I can kind of understand that, because there are lots of really fast matchups where you might not just get to the point where Satrovar is relevant. So when you take into account every game, then perhaps without Satrovar you are actually better off. Coming in at number 5 is Combo Priest. And well, Combo Priest is still good. It hasn't changed a single card for a long time. It's still this Fonsamdi build. Fonsamdi, Amet, Psycho Pomp. Get something to stick, Divine Spirit it, Inner Fire it or Topsy-Turvy it, kill people. It's especially good at punishing everything that has quest in it, but it does have problems against Control Warrior and against Tempo Rogue, which has been rising up to ranks as well. And in a surprise twist, in Shaman Stone, Quest Shaman I would currently rate it as number 4. Don't get me wrong, Quest Shaman is still very strong. If you get your Desert Hair, if you get your Flesh Shaper, if you get your Evolve, boom, you win. If the game goes a little bit longer, you generate tons of lackeys, you get some damage lackeys, you get some wasps, you get some life drinkers, pow 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 pow, you have incredible burst. Still a very strong deck. However, the entire meta has been warped around Shaman, trying to answer Shaman. Trying to answer everything Shaman can do except for the craziest Desert Hair Evolve combos that are available. And the quest Shaman does take a little bit of time to get started, because you start playing that quest, and then you start advancing the quest, and then you come to your full power. And also in your mulligan you don't get the hair and the evolve as reliably, because you hold on to the quest, so your mulligan is weaker. So quest Shaman, even though it's insanely strong, everyone is working to counter it, every deck is stacked to beat it, and well, it's still delivering a positive win rate. Despite everyone trying to beat it, but it's not as dominant as it was before every effort has been spent to defeat it. Coming in at number 3 is the secret Highlander Hunter. Still very solid, very flexible deck. Get your secrets. Secrets can make life miserable for the opponent. Have lots of on-curve plays, have some real power plays in the form of Dino Tamer Brand, Siamat, Call of the Wild and Zul'jin. And I'm happy to see that Hunger Crab has now become mainstream in Secret Highlander Hunter builds. It was part of my build already long ago, what I still consider to be the best build, but there's not enough statistics to prove it. But that card inclusion has now become part of the mainstream best performing builds. Because you know, Shamans have a lot of Murlocs and it's good to eat those Murlocs. Coming in at number 2 is Tempo Rogue. I already talked about Tempo Rogue last month, saying that it shows real promise, but there are still tons and tons of different builds, so which build to go for? And these sorts of questing adventurer, heist baron, talkwaggle builds have now risen to the top, and this seems to be the best archetype of Tempo Rogue. It can have some weaknesses against classes that really armor up and are able to withstand tons of burn, like and Control Warrior, but other than that, very solid deck, able to have a slightly positive win rate against Shaman, and dominating most of the rest of the ladder. It is still Shaman Stone though, don't kid yourself and think it's not. It's just that Shaman itself has evolved, and Evolve Shaman is now the best deck. Not the Quest Shaman, but pure Evolve. You still have the Desert Hair, you still have the Mogu Flesh Shaper, you still have Evolve. You also have Spirit of the Frog that can help you tutor for your spells so that you can find your Evolve faster. So what Shaman has been doing is now, okay, how can I evolve more reliably? And now Shaman can. And should that evolved board stick, then well, it's just bloodlust away from winning the game. And because everyone else is playing Shaman too, there's one copy of Lightning Storm teched into the deck to clear out some of the opponent's big boards before you build your own. Those are the best decks to climb to Legend right now. And in a few weeks we will have a new expansion, a new meta, but if you still want to hit Legend a couple of times before the new expansion, then these are the tools to do it with.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.